Have you ever sensed a heavy energy around someone you love? That feeling that something isn't right. The air feels tense, conversations feel strange, and peace seems to fade whenever they're near. Sometimes it's not just your imagination. There are invisible forces that can quietly influence people's thoughts, emotions, and actions. And if you're spiritually aware, you can sense it, even before anything is said. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. Because when you understand how negative energies work, you learn how to protect your peace and those you love from unseen harm. Let's explore the 7 deep signs that reveal when someone may be under demonic or dark spiritual influence. And more importantly, how to stay protected in your light. 1. The mask of deception. Dark energy rarely appears as darkness. It hides behind charm, kindness, and smiles that seem harmless. You'll meet people who appear warm and trustworthy, but something about them feels off. They say all the right things, they act supportive, but if you watch closely, their words and actions never align. They create confusion instead of peace, tension instead of trust. Evil works through deception, not obvious wickedness, and it uses charm to disarm your intuition. Listen to how people make you feel rather than what they say. If your spirit feels uneasy even when everything seems fine, trust that. Your intuition is the alarm of your soul. It knows before your mind understands. 2. The spirit of isolation. Once darkness finds its way into someone's life, it often seeks to isolate them and others. You may notice a friend or loved one slowly pulling you away from your circle, whispering things like, "Your family doesn't really care about you," or "Your friends don't want you to succeed." They plant small seeds of doubt, not to protect you, but to control you. They want you cut off from those who give you strength, love, and perspective. Because isolation weakens you, and once you're alone, you're easier to manipulate. If someone in your life constantly tries to make you choose between them and the people who truly love you, take it as a warning sign. That's not love. That's control wearing a friendly face. 3. The drain of energy. Another clear sign of demonic influence is spiritual exhaustion. You may feel constantly drained when you're around certain people, even if you haven't done anything physical. It's as if their presence pulls the life out of you. They might leave you anxious, sad, or tired after every encounter. This is because dark energy feeds on your emotional reactions, your fear, anger, guilt, or sadness. Pay attention to how your body reacts when someone walks into a room. If your chest tightens, your energy drops, or you suddenly feel uneasy, that's your spirit recognizing a vibration that doesn't match yours. Learn to protect your energy. Walk away, pray, breathe. Your peace is sacred. Don't trade it for company that drains you. 4. Emotional manipulation. One of the oldest tricks darkness uses is emotional control. People under negative influence are masters of twisting emotions. They'll make you feel guilty for setting boundaries, afraid of losing them, or responsible for their pain. They use fear to keep you close, anger to make you react, and guilt to make you obey. They'll say, "After all I've done for you," or "You've changed," whenever you start to stand up for yourself. That's not love, that's control. When you're constantly walking on eggshells to keep someone happy, you're being emotionally enslaved. The more you let guilt guide your decisions, the easier it becomes for darkness to use others against you. Real love gives freedom, not fear. 5. The spiritual attack. Demonic influence doesn't just affect emotions, it targets your spirit. It can make you feel distant from your faith, disconnected from peace, and hopeless about your purpose. You may find it hard to pray, meditate, or even feel joy. This is not coincidence, it's a spiritual attack. The goal is to disconnect you from your source, your light, your creator. When this happens, don't give up. That's when you must strengthen your connection even more. Pray even when you don't feel like it. Listen to spiritual music. Surround yourself with good energy and truth. Darkness cannot survive where faith is alive. 6. The sudden change in personality. You may notice someone who used to be kind, calm, and centered suddenly becomes cold, unpredictable, or cruel. They start acting like a completely different person, angry, bitter, or emotionally distant. This shift can happen fast and without clear reason. That's often a sign that their energy has been compromised. Negative entities feed on confusion. They whisper doubt, pride, and division until the person no longer behaves like themselves. Don't argue with darkness, you can't reason with it. Protect your peace, keep your distance, and pray for their restoration. Your role is not to fix them, but to keep your own light intact. 7. Protecting your spirit. Recognizing darkness is only the first step. What truly matters is how you protect yourself. Set clear boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to your spirit. If you feel unsafe or constantly uneasy around someone, limit your exposure. Strengthen your connection with what is pure. Prayer, nature, gratitude, solitude. Keep your environment clean, physically and spiritually. And surround yourself with people who bring peace, not confusion. If you must walk away from someone, do it with grace. Forgive them, but don't forget the lesson. Forgiveness protects your heart. Boundaries protect your peace. Because darkness loses power the moment you stop feeding it with attention or fear. If you've stayed this long, it means you care deeply about your spiritual health. And that already makes you stronger than any dark force. Remember this. Darkness doesn't attack what's empty. It attacks what's valuable. The fact that you felt spiritual pressure means your light is real. Keep protecting it. Keep praying. Keep walking in love. And when you feel that strange energy around someone you care about, don't panic. Observe. Trust your instincts. Protect your peace. You are stronger than any darkness that tries to reach you. Because light doesn't fight darkness. It simply shines and the darkness disappears. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to the Stoic Path for more calm, spiritual, and awakening content. Stay protected, stay aware, and remember, you carry the light that darkness fears.